Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Romans Go Home is a bizarre little game, and one I can usually recommend just based on its portability and how quickly that it plays. And that's really where the strength of Romans Go Home is going to be. The game plays in 10 or 15 minutes, very easy to teach and quick to play. So what you're going to have here is a game where you're going to be getting 7 cards, you're going to keep 6 of them, one you're going to discard, and you're going to play them in a certain order trying to win these forts. In each round, you'll flip over a card and see how you did against your opponent in order to win the fort. And then whoever scores the most victory points is the winner of the game. It's kind of a wind, set your game up and then wind up and let's see how it flows. Kind of like Galaxy Trucker a little bit. You're going to see how you do based on the choices that you made without a lot of information. But it's okay because it's a quick filler game. It's something you probably can find really cheap. I wouldn't go out of my way to track this game down, but if you find yourself with 10, 15 minutes, and you'll play a little card game, this is just as good as any of them. I don't think the strategic decisions that a lot of gamers are looking for in an hour-long game are going to be found here. I don't think it needs to be in this little light filler. I think it's going to be fine for what you're going to do. It's a pre-program of winding it up, letting it see how it falls out, and trying to score as many victory points. And then you have to laugh when things don't work out your way. One good thing about the game is that the choices you're making each time are not really interlocked. So if you mess up on the third card doesn't mean you're going to mess up on the 4th, 5th, or 6th, etc. on down the line. So it's not going to just like the robot game where you're ricocheting everywhere. Once you get wrong path, you're not going to be going down the wrong path. So each card play is going to be like a unique experience versus something that's going to be building off of itself like Cold Express or something like that. Very fun game. One I can easily recommend for its portable nature and the quick play. It gives you a punch for what you're trying to do in the game. Keeper for us. So this is Romans Go Home, which is one of the most awful box arts you've ever seen in your life, but it's a very small game. It fits right in the palm of your hand, and it's incredibly difficult to open up. This is before they started putting the little half circles there on the side. Everything's going to be smashed in here. You're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. You're going to get cards with some of the worst clip art I've ever seen in my life. This artwork is awful. The cards feel awful. They're like that plasticky feel. They don't shuffle well. The whole production is not very good. The backs of the cards look very generic. You can tell they was the lowest possible they could have done with this game, and they did it. This just looks horrendous. Although the card, where you can see the numbers and the words on it, are okay. Here's the rule book. Very, very small. It's going to unfold like a map. You're going to get a bunch of words, no pictures. Oh, there's one on the back there with a humongous example. The rulebook is actually fairly good. It's a fairly simple game. You'll be able to get through this rather quickly. Maybe like 5-10 minutes, and you'll be able to read through it. Set the game up. You're going to take the 4 cards and shuffle them up. Then you're going to put 6 of these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You're going to take the lowest valued one and shift it over here, which is already at. And then the highest valued one, you're going to shift over here. So there we are, all set up. Everybody's going to take one color of clan. You're going to shuffle these up, and you're going to discard randomly 2 of your cards out of the game, and that will leave you with this remaining. So then what each player is going to do is going to take 6 of their 7 cards, and you're going to play them face down here. Now, I'm just going to choose mine more randomly, but you can strategically plan these out, kind of guessing maybe what other people will play. Every card's going to have a number at the top that will be its power, and then you'll have a power down here at the bottom. So once you do this, let me just get this out here for them, and I'll kind of show you how this works. Then you turn over the first one here, and whoever has the higher number will win. Also take into effect what the power will be. So on the round that it is revealed, the powers will commence. It says, when you reveal this card, if you win the fort, you may retain this card face up. This one says, when you reveal this card, you may reorder your remaining face-down cards. So he wouldn't have played that one first. 4 and 2 is the bigger one, so he will grab this. Now, this one's negative points, so you really didn't want to win it. But if you capture 3 negative ones, you immediately win the game. There's another one out there. So I'll take this card, and it will be put up in front of me. Now, normally when you win, this card would go away, but this one says it stays out there, so then you'll do the next one. And when you reveal this card, you win ties, but then your player did not also reveal an axeman. When you reveal this card, if other players reveal chariots this round, you discard this card. Nobody else did a chariot, so you round 7 to 11. So the gray player would win this one, and these would come off the board because they've already been played. And then you would continue on like that until they're all done. You're going to play 3 rounds of the game. Whoever scores the most points is going to be the winner of the game. Who should buy this game? Anybody looking for a little portable, quick game, something you can just blow down, play with the family, or as a filler? Not a whole lot here, but there is enough programming in it to make it an interesting little game. The artwork is terrible. I don't think people are really going to like that, but that's not really what you're playing this game for. It's more of a time waster, but I think it works in those regards. For us, it's actually going to be a keeper.